What's up? It's been a while. Um, been kind of busy lately trying to get my life together, but figured it was time for another 240 video. So give y'all an update on where the car's at now and maybe install something today that I'm pretty excited about. So I went ahead and installed the Type X skirts and they came out awesome, fit perfect. The skirts are in really good shape, no cracks or anything. Install is pretty straightforward. I tried to install like OEM. So I put a screw in there with the plastic clip. My fender is kind of bent up, so I just have a zip tie in the bottom. Double-sided taped. It's not mounted along the bottom. And then I bought the OEM clips for right there to install on the lip. And those came out really good. I didn't even know it was clips that held it in there. So that's ain't going anywhere, plus double-sided tape right there. So happy with how those came out. And the new part to install is this guy, OEM Type X wing, which I wasn't sure if I was even gonna put one on this car because I kind of like the look of the non-spoiler, but I have the full Type X kit, so figured, you know what, let's put the wing on it, and it'll be the last thing probably until it gets painted. We also ended up having a little private day at the track with just all the staff and some close friends. So I decided to take the S13 out there just to hang out, and ended up doing a couple donuts just to see if the car would actually do it with the NASR. So I'll upload a clip right here. Yeah, surprisingly the car actually felt really strong with those just little donuts. I think it's an open diff still. My buddy said he thinks it's a really worn out VLSD, but regardless, I think I'm gonna put a two-way in it, like a nice diff. I'm not gonna weld it this time. And yeah, other than that, doesn't really have any angle at all. So maybe eventually put something like that on, but it's not gonna be a drift car yet. I just kind of want to get it painted and make it a nice cruiser, and then eventually we'll maybe add angle and then kind of piecing together some turbo parts for it, but that'll be later down the line. Just kind of trying to get everything together for that. But right now I'm going to attempt to install this Type X wing, which I've never done before, but I mean, how hard can it be? So I guess I'm going to start measuring stuff out. I found one video online where a guy has some measurements. I'm just going to go off what he did because his seemed to come out like OEM. So I'm going to start, I guess, measuring and trying to take my time with it so I don't get anything too off, because it'll bug me if I drill into this non-spoiler hatch and I screw it up. But I mean, I think I'll be okay. So I'm going to start measuring out and then double check it and then start drilling. Okay, so according to the measurements I found online, from the edge of the hatch up, you want 4 3/4 and 5-inch, like in those two lines. You're gonna drill between those, and then from edge of hatch in 3 5/8 and 3 13/16 in this way, and then that's gonna be my little area right there to drill. This isn't, I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, so did that on this side, did that on this side. So I'm just gonna place the wing on those holes, just those two, just to kind of see how it looks and if I'm in the ballpark. Okay, this is what my measurements give me. I feel like that's pretty even. It looks even on both sides. So I think we're gonna pretty much roll with that. I only took the measurements for the back bolts. So what I'm gonna do is just have it in place and just put some grease or something on that bolt on both sides and kind of just tip it forward where it touches, and then mark that spot too. And same thing for that little like plastic clip there. Mark that for that hole. Probably do that after I drill both holes. and just make that mark right there so I can just boop, know where to drill on both sides. And then hopefully that's where it's supposed to be. But I mean, this looks pretty even, I think. I mean, I think that'll work. So yeah, let's go for it. Okay, got done a little bit of this stuff on the shelf. Should work. So I'm just gonna do a little dab there, and little dab there, and that should hopefully be enough. All right, double checked where my marks are. Right on, and just I'm gonna push it and give it a little. Hopefully that leaves a little mark. Looks like it did. That side and this side. Kind of a mark. Oh no, see if that's enough. Yeah, I guess that mark will be good enough. Looks like the edge of the screw right there. So, oof. Yeah, right there, a little circle. So, I'm just gonna roll with that. Made my little marks. Now, I'm gonna double check the measurement again just to make sure I'm not dumb and didn't screw it up. Okay, I measured like 14 times, made slight adjustments, and I think I'm just gonna roll with it. So yeah, I'm gonna drill holes. So wish me luck. Okay, holes drilled. So I guess I'll fit it up now and see how it looks. Okay, success. It went in the holes. So now I just need to drill the hole out for that clip thingy, and then it should sit flush. So I'm gonna do a mark again with some grease to mark where I need to drill that hole out, and then the wing should sit flush. So I'm gonna do that. Holes marked, both sides. Now, time to drill. Okay, big holes drilled for those clips, which I ordered the OEM Nissan ones, but they're not here yet, so gotta wait to put those in. But the wing should sit flush now. Okay. Well, all right. It worked. Okay, I am pleasantly surprised how this came out. I really had no idea what I was doing. Just kind of followed this other guy on the internet's measurements and kind of winged it. And winged it, get it? Wing. But yeah, everything looks really even. It's just sitting in there right now. And I haven't bolted it on yet. I probably have to drill some holes in the bottom, hole saw some spots to get bolts in. And I'm also waiting on those clips. But super stoked on that. So in case anyone's wondering, for the regular 10 mil bolts, I used a 5/16 drill bit for the small holes. And then for the big clip, I used a 1/2 inch drill bit. So that seemed to work out well. The clips that go in those big holes are square, so I don't know how I'm gonna square off those holes, if I'm just gonna file it or how to exactly do it. I'll figure that out when I get there. I think the clips show up tomorrow, so maybe I can mess with it then. But yeah, super stoked. I can't believe I was thinking of not doing a Type X wing, because this just like makes the car completely. Like, dude, look how good that looks. Matches the side skirts white. God, Type X wing's so good. Yeah, I'm an idiot for thinking I wasn't gonna do one. So yeah, it wasn't really as bad as I thought. I just had to measure it a good billion times to make sure I didn't really screw it up, because I'm pretty good at screwing up things. All right, I think I'm gonna end it off right there. Still have to actually mount the wing with bolts and all that stuff, weather stripping, I guess, something under there so it doesn't leak, and hole saw the bottom so I can get to the underside and the bolts, because I don't think there's any spots for me to actually tighten them. But I'll do that off camera. So I'm just happy the wings on it actually lines up and actually measures right. So next for the car, hopefully paint. I'm starting to piece together turbo stuff, so that's going to be probably far in the future. But yeah, at least the whole kit's going to be complete, and that'll probably be that for now. Next video, I'll probably try to do something on the Corvette. It needs a little love. It's been sitting here all dusty. Poor thing. So yeah, need to go get that thing aligned, maybe install my extended brake lines, and turn up the angle. So until next time, thanks guys, see you later. Quick bonus, I also forgot, I have another part to put on, so I might as well stick it on super quick because I think it'll look really good with the wing. I've actually been waiting to get a wing to put this on. I thought it would look bad without it. Yeah, roof wing. So let's stick that on real quick and see how it looks with the spoiler. And there it is. And damn, that thing looks sick. Fits perfect. Right on the edge on both sides. It's a HIC. I thought it was RIC. HIC roof wing. Made in the good old US of A. So I've been waiting to put that on until I got a wing, because the back just looked too flat without it. But now that looks aggressive, and I like that a lot. Hell yeah. So on that little note, now we'll end off the video. See y'all later.